All right, my friends, welcome to another video lesson. In this lesson, we're going to be tiptoeing across the line from color correction to color grading and achieving just a little bit of a cinematic look to our interview piece here using what's called a vignette in the Lumetri Color panel. Now, this is something that I want to apply to my entire interview timeline, not just an individual or a group of shots. So instead of applying this to a shot and copying and pasting it, what I'm going to do is apply it to an adjustment layer that goes over the entire interview timeline. So I'm going to go to my new item icon here at the bottom of my project panel, click on that and choose adjustment layer. I'm going to hit OK to the adjustment layer dialog box that comes up here asking if I want it to be the same size as my sequence. And then I'm going to take that adjustment layer and drag it into my timeline and trim it out over the entirety of all my visual content here, making sure that it is over everything. There we go. And now I'm going to drag that adjustment layer into my graphics bin. Got to keep a clean house. And now let's make a change here. I'm going to select the adjustment layer, head over to the Vignette tab on my Lumetri Color panel. And I've got a number of controls: amount, midpoint, roundness, and feather. Now, what is a vignette exactly? Well, by adjusting the amount, you can see that I can either darken the edges of the image or lighten them. Either way. And really what this is an overlay. If I pull this control all the way over to the left and then change the feather, reduce it to nothing, you can see this is just an overlay that appears over the image, and we're softening it with feather here, and then we can change how much of it's there, and then also the midpoint of it, how big it is, and the shape of it with roundness here. Okay, so I'm going to go with 0 on the roundness, and the midpoint, I'm going to push it a little bit towards the edges here because I like that. I think it looks a little more cinematic when it's that way. Feather it out and change the amount so it's not so aggressive. There we go. I like that. That looks pretty good. Now, if I toggle that on and off, you can see what a difference that makes. It kind of places focus on the central region of the image and gives a bit of a cinematic look to it. So now you can see, because I've applied this to my adjustment layer that's over the entire interview timeline, I've got that everywhere. On all of my shots, images, whatever. It's on everything. And it just kind of makes everything look a little more cool. So I encourage you to experiment with applying a vignette to your interview timeline as well. Remember, slap that adjustment layer on first, make sure it goes over the entirety of your timeline, and then apply the vignette, thereby giving your interview just a little bit of a cinematic look to it. All right, my friends, that does it for this video lesson. I'll see you again in the next one.